Hey, what's up? Happy Friday, everybody. Yeah, got the zombie drummer in there, patched up. Haven't put out a talk video, or anything really lately. It's been, damn, I look haggard. And the way I look is actually the way I feel as of the last couple weeks, going through being in the retrograde and the full moon. Everything's changing, transitioning very quickly. And that includes everything has been. No longer playing in the cover band. Kind of at wit's end with my job. Job isn't. I get tired of being bullied at my work by the owner, of course, because nothing that I do or anybody else does is ever good enough. It's what he's bringing to the table. So, and it's really rough because, of course, now I don't have my car, and I've been trying to save up for my van. My goal is end of August to have a van. That way I can go look for a different job, because this job fucking sucks. But I have been doing a 369 on manifesting certain things in my life to enhance my life a bit better, because I just feel stuck. And it's quite normal, natural when you have all the different things happening in the astro life. It really does affect us as a human, and it's something else. So yeah, I'm no longer playing music with anyone, which really sucks, but maybe it's just time to regroup on that aspect, because I've been through a couple. The creative chaos thing is over. The big car stuff came to an end. It was just too much. Every time I played with Big Car live, I felt like it wasn't good enough, and it was totally due through the singer's actions and the way he presented us on stage, and it wasn't a good feeling. The money was okay, but it just really wasn't worth all the hassle to play for somebody who's always gonna. And it's not because he's a total dick, it's because he deals with anxiety issues. And our last show that I played with him, we went on late and things weren't going as planned, but instead of, there was many different ways we could have handled the situation and been more nicer to each other, I guess you could say. But I feel like it was like, playing music is my passion, and if I'm in a band doing my passion and it's not working out due to a certain member, I'm gone. I know what I'm worth, and I know that I deserve to be around people that are number one, good players, number two, fucking decent people who aren't gonna shit the bed when things go south, and treat their band members like shit. Disorders or not, everything's a choice at the end of the day. And if I'm stepping up to try to help somebody out, and they're constantly having an issue with what I'm doing, or just redirecting their stuff on me, I don't like that. And I think that's exactly what is happening at my job with my boss. So I continue to suit up and show up like I've been taught. For me, mainly, my only other option right now is to go to a homeless shelter and start all over. But I think I'm gonna stick it out for as long as I can. I'll know when the time is to leave. I don't feel like it is quite yet. Not because I don't have any place to go, just because I just don't feel like the timing is there. I still have high hopes for myself, even though I feel like my lifespan is getting shorter and shorter all the time. I'm still moving forward like I'm going to live forever. So the struggle is real, but there are tools and ways to get through these. Your consistent prayer and meditations always are top of the charts. Burning certain types of candles, doing breath work, listening to frequencies that help your chakras realign and open up and spin like they're supposed to. All those are things that are implemented in what one might call a somewhat tough life, in a sense. Everybody's going through it. Everybody is being programmed even more, or there are those that are reprogramming themselves. And I, for me, am trying to stay on the reprogramming path, because none of this is gonna matter. So, but with that, I'm gonna have a good weekend, go to a couple of friends' parties for the 4th, see some live bands play, and I'll get to go play myself. I haven't played in like 2 weeks, so I'm itching a little bit too. But if I don't, I'm not gonna be brokenhearted. No expectations. I actually might be meeting, it's not like a blind date, but just somebody who saw me at a show. We've been talking, and I invited her to these parties, so we'll see how that goes. I'll do a recap on that if anybody wonders about it, because I don't do good with relationships, with girls, with anything. You know, I have a few female friends, but like in the last year, the circle's gotten smaller, because I'm just like, if I don't resonate with something, I just don't do it. My job has been the hardest to look past all the bullshit and just keep moving forward. And you know, some people say that builds character, but you know, there's a point, there's a parameter, there's a boundary that has to be set forth with me, with my my boss, whoever, you know. So it's definitely not a good feeling where I am at right now, but I am constantly moving through that and doing what I can to the best of my abilities at work to stay on top of things. But you know, it's not always guided in the right process, you know. There's been a few friends that I talk to on a daily basis, one who I go to her house every day, and we just hang out and we talk, and we take our meds and hang out. And it's been nice having at least one person, 2, 3 people I can go to and hang out with, because as soon as 5 o'clock hits, I'm fucking out this bitch, and I'm in some other bitchin' area hanging out. But it's way better than what my job's been offering. I'm glad I can live up my job. You know, everything's at stake if I make the wrong moves at my job. So it's been weighing on me. But this weekend I'm gonna throw that in the bucket and start fresh after the holiday weekend's over, and see what could be done. So all in all, it's still a pretty good life. Nice chill day, and at least, you know, I'm not at work. So I just thought I'd pop in. Hopefully I'll get some videos this weekend of Zombie Drummer and possibly Adrian. I think we were talking about and gonna do a playthrough, maybe a song together with 2 drum kits. So that should be interesting. We're gonna try to Twitch all of that, have it on the Twitch channel. So I don't know, I might just videotape it and share it on my YouTube instead, because I don't got a lot of friends on Twitch, so it seems a little pointless. But we'll see what happens. No expectations, just good vibrations. So namaste to you, because the weirdness in me honors and uplifts the weirdness in you. Have a great day.